Hello Doctor Who fans, I am Doctor Who Commentator, here to provide you a long overdue what did I think of Class. Why are you in my collection now? Why do you exist? I have to live with you now! Okay. So, we've all seen this. It's Class, and it's not great. So, where should we begin? I think maybe the opening titles. What is the season-inducing procedure? I don't know what they were trying to do with those titles. I think it was an attempt to be artistic, and it just comes at you. Like, what the fuck was that? Oh, and also, did you notice something in those titles? Everything you see there is pretty much just clips from Season 1. By God, they knew this was only going to be one season, didn't they? Because they couldn't use those titles again. So, let's kind of get to the cast. And actually, here's something interesting. You notice the DVD cover? It has the 4 kids. There was a 5th one, though. He wasn't really brought up in the promotion. I mean, you've got April, Tanya, Ram, and Charlie. But you'll notice, I don't remember what the Russian name was. And you'll probably notice why I knew the others. Just because they're on the back. That's the only way I can remember many of their names. I saw one person on the Doctor Who TV community board, which was recently set up, and he said that one of the reasons it was bad was because it was made to pander to the PC SJW crowd. I'd say kinda yes and no. Yes, when I first saw it, there was a bit of me thinking that, because immediately what you got was the gay one, the gay Russian, the Muslim, the black girl, and a girl. And there was this bit with Tanya. It's only 2 episodes or something like that, where she is saying, oh, you white people, isn't it great to be without the white people? But later after rewatching, I realised, Tanya's doing that for her character development. She's meant to be antagonistic towards other people so that she eventually develops. Okay. It's not a PCSJW kind of show. From an aesthetic level, I can see that. From its development, no, it's not trying to be that at all. But let's talk about characters. By God, are they annoying? Not so much Ram and Tanya, but Charlie and April. Charlie is just so posh and ridiculous beyond compare. And yeah, okay, he's an alien, but he seems to understand a little bit about how to interact. He's just still too ridiculous to be believed. As is Miss Quill, who I really feel sorry for, because so I'm only looking at the back because I'm trying to look for the actress's name. Okay, I can't tell which one it is, but I know that the actress who played Quill is actually a very experienced actor, and she played the role like a pantomime villain. Don't believe me? Look at the first episode, in that scene where she goes to the headmaster, "Get out! We are decorating!" That could not have been played more over the top. Now, I will admit, some of the scenes did kind of interest me. I liked where they were going with the Cabinet of Souls. I was wondering what that was about. The development between the relationship rather between Quill and Charlie, still kind of complicated. I mean, still, you have punishment why would a punishment be they have to be their bodyguard now? It's fucking dangerous. Let's not beat around the bush with what they were trying to do here. A lot of people say Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Not seen Buffy, I can't compare, but let's be real. They wanted to make something as dark as Torchwood, but with the concept of the Sarah Jane Adventures. Unfortunately, they don't blend. And we got with that concept of Cabinet of Souls, a concept I liked, pales in comparison to the embarrassment of some of the scenes. I mean, the sex... I'm only saying mostly because of the sex scene with the Shadowkin monsters. Oh, was that needed? That was so forced and painful to watch. And back to characters, then there's April, who is way too innocent. I mean, really innocent. She's not really that believable as a character, which again gets her to being one of the more annoying characters. The only one I felt was really just could be a character worth looking at was Ram, just because he had very real problems. I love the fact that, yeah, he lost his leg and he made it difficult for him to play football. That's great. That's actually a good character. Forget this anxiety stuff. Make it the show about him. I want to hear his story. And there is another element of this show that got me annoyed, and it shouldn't. Actually, no, it should. It should. They had a disabled actress playing April's mum. I have no issue with that. And for it's great. Disabled actors getting work. That's good. Then, I don't know if it was Patrick Ness who decided this, but for some reason, someone decided she should get her legs back halfway through. When you have an actress who genuinely can't walk, probably not a good idea to write that. Or subsequently, if you're going to write a character, is disabled, then gets their legs back, perfectly fine to cast an able-bodied actor. And you can see how much they're struggling to work around that in the last episode, where she is just constantly sitting in chairs. And I think, why did you bother with that? Why did you bother with something an actress clearly couldn't do? Then the meat and potatoes. There was certainly an attempt at an overarching story arc with something called The Governors, which you had this headmistress, a character who I can't quite remember. The agenda that was going on, I gotta say, I was kind of a little intrigued about where they were going with this. Then you get to the end and find the Weeping Angels. Huh. The Weeping Angels have some sort of human organization now? That doesn't make any sense to me. The Weeping Angels just send people back in time. Why do they need some sort of organization? None of that is necessary. And let's just be clear. This was an attempt to make a dark, edgier show that would appeal to the Game of Thrones crowd. How do I know that? Because I was actually at Comic-Con once at a class panel, and that's pretty much what he said. So he was saying, we wanted to appeal to you. We know you like Game of Thrones and the Hunger Games. We wanted to make something for you. Well, you tried, and you failed. Which is evident because Patrick Ness has said he's not going to do another series. Or rather, he said he's not going to write another series. he doesn't think it'll get picked up, yeah, he is leaving a sinking ship. Am I disappointed? Yeah, I genuinely am disappointed, because I've said before on this channel, I want to see some new spin-offs. And we've got Shakedown Return of Zontarans, which I still want to see on DVD, so please, everyone, contact Big... As I said a year ago, the guy who runs Big Finish now owns the rights to that. Please contact Big Finish and say, we want Shakedown Return of Zontarans. We've got Damon's Rising. We've got Zygon When the World Is Just Not Enough, or whatever it's called. We've got the Probe series. We've got all these other spin-offs, and for a guy like me who doesn't listen to Big Finish, or more accurately, didn't get into Big Finish when he was a teenager, he's looking at it now, and it's just way too big for me to even know where to start, or even want to start. Some new spin-offs to keep the franchise fresh is a good idea, but this was not it. And how bad? It ended with April now in the body of a Shadowkin. And she's gonna stay like that forever, if there's not at least a special to wrap it up. That's what I'll give this. I do not want to see another series of this, but just to wrap things up nicely, I'll be alright with a special. But please, BBC, can you at least try to get some other kinds of spin-offs? Chibnall's now going to be involved in Doctor Who. I hope he listens to this and take that to heart, because we really need some good TV spin-offs right now. And all I can say is that this show, just for watching it, made me want to do this. I have been Doctor Who Commentator. Goodbye.